All right, welcome everyone to the Easy Talk podcast. Today, episode 20. Episode 20, that's what it is.
Wow.
Today, we're going to talk about something that happened not too long ago.
We have a story for
Right, with a customer, right?
Customer. Yeah, customer. Very cool guy. He's probably listening. Pretty cool. So, what's up, man? He came in looking at a car we have in inventory at BMW M3 2008, which is a nice car.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And he came in and said, "Hey, this is the car I always wanted. This is like my favorite car." And he came in driving a brand new, not brand new, almost brand new. He had it for a year, but only 5,000 miles. 2018 Volkswagen Passat. He said, "I know I'm upside down. I want to trade it in." So I said, "Yeah, no problem. Let's figure out all the numbers and see how we can help you." So I scanned the car in our system, and try to get all the values for his car. And the trading value on that one, I believe it was somewhere around $16,000.
Right.
$15,000.
Right.
Um,
You got it new, right?
brand new.
Okay.
Yeah, with like 3 miles. He said, beautiful car. Because
Yeah.
it was the R model, the Passat,
Mhm.
with a very nice color as well. Beautiful, beautiful, fully loaded, leather seats and everything. And then we called. He had it financed through Volkswagen Credit, and we called Volkswagen and get the payoff on his car,
Mm-hmm.
and it was $28,000. The payoff. Yes, $28,000.
Yeah, he didn't say that wrong.
Yeah.
28.
28 grand.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he knew, that he was upside down. So in reality,
Crazy.
he was, about $11,000 upside down on the car
He only had it for 1 year, though.
for
right?
about a
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
And the payments, if I'm not mistaken, they were about $500.
Right.
Um,
But usually a year, even if it's in this case it's even worse because it's a new car. But even if it's a new car,
Exactly.
usually a year is not enough to.
Exactly,
to
but
get-
this is exactly
yeah.
where we're going. It's not the fact that he made a bad decision or not the best decision, but that's what's going on. That's what happens with most of the cars out there when they're bought new, because you're paying a premium for buying a new
For
car.
having a new car.
Yeah, as soon as you drive it off the lot, that the car is not brand new anymore, it's dropping a lot of value on
Yeah.
the appreciation
Ton.
just for being used.
First owners take the biggest hit.
Yeah, completely. Like, it's horrible. So yeah, and then he started saying, like, man, that was one of my only options I had back then. He wasn't very happy with the car because the car is beautiful, like I said, but it's not a car he likes.
It's not probably not what he wanted.
Not, definitely not.
Right.
He only had it for a year. Like I said, a beautiful car, but it's not what he wanted. So this is where we're going. Like, buying a car is a big purchase. It's a big decision. Not as big as buying a house, but it's something that you're gonna be paying on, and it's not as easy to get rid of it because it's a debt that you have to pay. Someone
Right.
lend you the money to
a
buy the
contract.
car. It's
You're
a
under
contract. You
contract.
have to pay it. And obviously, not making good choices is gonna leave a deficit in your pocket. He owes, like I said, 28 grand. I don't remember the exact amount, but it was very close. I remember the deficit, the negative equity, it was about 11 grand, 12 grand, I believe. And I was actually giving him a little bit more for the trading and see if we could get
trying to
something
help
done.
him.
Try to help him out. But it was very tough, very, very tough.
Yeah, that's too much. We have finance people with around 5 grand
About
negative equity.
5, 6.
That's the most. But that person brought his own financing.
Yeah.
But still, I think more than that would be really hard, even if it's your own financing.
Yeah.
Because, when you do that, you have to get that negative equity into the new loan. So
If the banks allow
allows
it, because they don't want to give a loan on a specific car for way, too high on the value. And that's what I was trying to explain him, like if he can get approved through a credit union, they usually go 125% LTV, loan to value, over the value of the car. Like I
Right.
said, 125%. And I gave him an estimate of the numbers, how much he had to put down in order to bring that amount financed within the 125% loan to value. So he still had to put down about $5,000 down payment in order
Right.
to be within the 125% loan to value on the M3. But you see this very often, and it's a big
Yeah.
problem in my opinion. It's a big problem in the economy
Yeah.
because people, these banks are giving out loans on something that is not worth that much. What happens if he just get rid of the car, like he doesn't pay anymore? That's a big loss for the bank at the end of the day, and somehow they have to recover, the loss
Right.
or report it as a loss, and it's a big problem. But we're not gonna go into that. But just the fact that buying a new car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, even if the car is in perfect condition, it's still dropping a lot of value. A lot. Like
Yeah, it's just
the
common
Volkswagen.
sense. Like everybody knows, everybody should know that a new car loses value instantly as
And
soon as it's not new anymore.
Right.
And not being new is first owner.
Yeah.
That's
That's
not
it.
a new car anymore.
Yeah. And you also got to realize that some brands lose more value, quicker than others. Like, for example, this is a Volkswagen. They lose value very quick. We've sold 2011 Jettas, 2013 Jettas for like $5,000. That's the value of those cars. And how much were they brand new? Probably close to 20 grand.
Yeah.
Maybe 15,000. I don't know. But just imagine, that's only a few years ago. Same thing with like cars such as the Nissan Versa. A family member, he bought one for like 18 grand. And I bet that in 5 years from now, that car is going to be worth $5,000.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. They still have these big loans on the cars, big payoff, and the car is not worth much. So my recommendation thing to learn here, look, buying a car is a big purchase. It's a big decision. Don't get something that you don't want or you don't
Exactly.
like. Okay?
Exactly.
Because then just like this guy, pretty cool and nice car and everything, but it's an awesome car and he's trying to get rid of it within a year. Obviously,
Right.
he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So
And I would add to that because, right, it sounds really easy to say if you don't like something, don't get it. But some people might be in a situation that they need
Totally.
to get
Yeah.
a car. So in that case, I would say if you are in that position that you really need to get a car to get around, whatever, you need the car, but you cannot get the car you want at that moment, maybe try getting something much cheaper
Yeah.
that you can maybe pay off in 1 year or in even 1.5, 2 years,
Right.
something like that. And okay, you're gonna make that sacrifice for that year being in a car that you don't like, but at least you know that you'll get rid of it in a year or in 2 years.
Right.
And you're not going to be stuck in the position that this person was, that he doesn't like the car, he's stuck with a big loan, and he has to keep going. He doesn't have any other option.
No
he has
choices.
to keep paying.
No,
Keep
for
paying
something he
for-
doesn't like.
Exactly.
That's a big thing. And so that's a good recommendation. And then something that I will add is just look into the values of the cars, because he could have bought a used one with low miles for much lower. I'm
Right.
pretty sure he can, just find them there. They're still under factory warranty, on the bumper to bumper warranty and powertrain for a lot less than what he bought it for. I don't know the details about his financing deal and everything, but that's what I knew, the payoff, which was a lot. So unfortunately, we couldn't help him. You know, he was a nice guy, and he fell in love with the M3 because it's a clean car, you know. And I did my best. Yes, we still send the application to the lender, but they want a lot of money down in order to compensate that negative equity. And I still try to help him. You know, I printed out perfect scenario for a credit union, told him like, hey, this is probably what you have to come up with for the down payment in order, like I said, to bring the 125% LTV. That it will make sense for the credit union to give a loan on the M3 because it's gonna be within the numbers. So that's hopefully he'll learn, and hopefully somebody else watching this video will learn. You know, if they're looking to buy a car, just be careful when you're buying a new car. I know it's exciting buying a new car, oh, I'm the first owner and all of that, but is it really worth it? Like, I mean, is it really worth to overpay or get hit with the depreciation just to buy a new car? In my opinion, it's not, because it's messing up with your finances at big time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat. In my opinion, it's not worth it for the difference, because you can get a car that's pretty much new, being used, has one owner, certified, no accidents, certified. You're gonna pay so much less money. The only thing is that it's gonna have a little bit of miles,
just like
someone else drove it before you.
This is the perfect scenario. If we were able to get that Passat as a trade-in, we would have received it at $16,000.
We would have sold it to someone
probably
else.
Like $17,000, $18,000. That is still under value, but you see, that's a value of a 5,000-mile car, 2018 Passat.
And an extremely clean car.
Extremely clean.
New, pretty much new.
Anything. The paint was perfect. The interior. So you have the example, the perfect example right there. 5,000 miles, 2018, and that's what the car is worth. So why do you really want to pay a high premium for a new car? Yeah. If it was me, I wouldn't do it. But some people prefer to just buy a new. I don't know why, because you still get all the same warranties, all the same treatments, everything. So that's my opinion. But
and I can understand. All of us are in different positions, like financial positions. Maybe some people, it's worth, or it's worth for them. They are willing to pay the 10 grand more, lose that money just because they want to, or they have the capacity of it. But if you don't have spare money like that, I would say try finding something really clean. Try searching for something really clean, almost new, but at least you're not going to get that first big
This
hit.
is what you can do. Very simple, and see where you're going to be at. If you're looking to buy a brand new car, just look at the values, how much the car is, the same model, but used. See, if you're looking to buy a 2018 Volkswagen Passat, look up the values of a 2017 Volkswagen Passat. How many miles and how much they're selling for. And that's what your car is going to be worth in about a year.
Exactly.
Same scenario. It's going to give you a very close idea. So just do the quick math. Okay, I'm financing $20,000, but in a year from now, my payoff is going to be, I don't know, $15,000, but they're selling for $10,000. Whatever, that's just throwing numbers, but that's going to give you an idea on the deficit. So is that really worth to me? Maybe not. I should probably look into a used one. That's your decision, but this is our recommendation. Hopefully you learn something, that it's going to help you find a car that you like, put you in a better situation, and all that stuff, and enjoy your car better. So
yeah, exactly. Right. So I think that's it for today, right?
Yes.
Cool. Just trying to
share away.
Help some people out there. Make sure to ask us questions, YouTube, Facebook. We're here to answer. We're trying to answer as many questions as we can. We haven't received we're trying to. So yeah, take
Thank
care,
you,
guys.
guys. See you.